Good morning. We are actually doing our first morning at Fuji Speedway. We are actually at the hotel that you can see from the racetrack, which is nice for us because it's only about, it says an hour GPS-wise from HKS, the factory. We're going to go for a tour, which is usually a big highlight for us every single year. Sadly, I won't be able to do a lot of recording inside of the factory for reasons. We're going to take a look at, but I will be able to show the museum portion and a few of the other pieces that they do have on display, and then make a few announcements probably towards the end for what we plan on doing with them that's coming up here. We are going back to grid life. It just makes more sense. The rally car is going to get converted to time attack partially, but then also we're going to have a little bit of a mix and try to do 2-3 events in stage rally as well. So bit of a busy year, but let's go for the ride. I'm back for the HKS tour. All right, so we are starting our tour actually at the front of the other side of the facility. I wish we had all the driving footage we had, but someone may have forgot to hit record, and it wasn't me. Here we actually have the original HKS Factory, where they do all the exhausts. A lot of cool stuff, and some of the stuff is actually still TIG welded. So there's a bit of a cool side of the factory there. Here's their collection. It's not their historical collection, it's just the cars that are right now being used, or it's their current, I think, lineup of vehicles. So we have some pretty cool cars, and some cars you may notice. They're FRS, they're actually the vintage car at the very end. I actually do not know too much about. I'm trying to find some more info. Then you have your R32. That's been up and around. I think we saw it at Fuji Speedway one of the times. And then we have the, I don't want to say time attack, but I could be wrong, HKS FRS car. And then this thing is a real treat. It is super cool. Full carbon monocoque. As cool as FRS is, this is probably way cooler. It's center seating. So as we have crowds around us, I'm kind of trying to shuffle in around so we're not too interrupted. But the seats in the middle, Suzuki Swift, just an absolute cool car. I think most of it is carbon. I would love to be able to drive that thing one day, but we'll see if that ever happens. Moving on to the Yaris. I don't know why I'm blanking on that one, but it's their time attack car, I believe. I could be wrong, but I know they are in the works to possibly build a dirt trail car as well. So I don't know if that's a chassis they'll be using or what the game plan is. And then sitting next to it is their old school dragster. Now, moving on is here. This is where all their, I guess I call them the relics, or I call the most iconic HKS cars are kept. They have a few open wheel cars. They have a few of their cars that they keep on display as well. And the open wheel stuff is just something, I believe this would be our equivalent of like a late 90s Formula Ford or Formula Mazda. And then this one actually I don't have too much info on. I do believe it looks very Formula 3, Formula 4-ish. It might be a predecessor back when they were making the parts for those cars, or if they were ever making the motors for those cars. Still a cool car. I don't think I'll ever fit in that. So, wishful thinking. It might be a little too tall for actually getting myself into one of those. And then here we have, actually moving on, I'm going to take a look real quick. I believe is the, well, for us in the States, IS300. For them, it's a Toyota Altezza. But here in the yellow, we actually have HKS's very own car. This is a car that they tried putting either into production or making a prototype out of, but proper roadster, super cool, front engine, rear wheel drive. Don't know if it ever came into fruition or what happened with it. I just think it's a really cool body style vehicle and would absolutely love to see one of those on the road. On the other hand, or on the other side, we have all their different racing vehicles. I believe this one was used up until about, actually, no, I could be wrong. It's going to be 15, 20 years ago. Still super cool cars. I believe that's their Evo. To finish it all off, they have their engine wall. So it's all the motors they've either helped work with or developed parts for or built in full for different racing series. So absolute wonderful tour. Hopefully one day they let us actually film a little bit more, and we'll see if we can ever get to that level. But for now, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.